Kia ora, Raleigh Street Church. As you know, our focus for this coming year is on evangelism. We're calling it show and tell, wanting to show people, but also tell people about the wonderful news of Jesus Christ. One of the main feedbacks that we've had is that for reasons why we don't share our faith is that we often feel inadequate. We don't feel like we're equipped with the tools that we need to have confidence in being able to share our story. So what we're doing starting this coming Sunday, the first 4 Sundays in March, our elective space will be just for that, for equipping you in skills for evangelism. We've shortened our service a little bit, so we'll be finishing around that 10:30 mark. So we've got a little bit of time there to be able to have a quick cup of tea and some fellowship with some people, but be going in to be able to start our elective time at 11 o'clock. And we have 4 options, which I'll explain in a moment for you to choose between. You'll stay in each elective space for the 4 weeks. Some of them, we know people are having trouble choosing between 2, and we'll run these again in the year. So don't panic about that. Just choose one, and we'll do others as we go. We've also got a kids space that we'll set up in the chapel, so your children are able to go through there. So parents, you can both come along to electives. If we could do with a couple more people helping out with the children, so if you are able to help with that, that would be really great if a couple of adults were able to jump into that space and help us out. So here are the 4 electives. The first one I want to describe is called Mark for Nonbelievers, and the idea with this is we believe that God is real and that the Bible is God's special revelation to us, His written words, so that we can understand what reality is, what life is, and ultimately who Jesus Christ is and what this message is for us. The Gospel of Mark is a great book for being able to do that. A lot of people don't know the Bible, have heard kind of stuff about it, but actually just sitting and reading with them is a very effective way, both for you because you've already got material to work with that often opens up ways of explaining things. So it's easier for you on a number of kind of levels, but exposes them to the wonderful story of Jesus Christ. So Nick will guide you over those 4 weeks about how to specifically use the Gospel of Mark in a way that will give you confidence to be able to do that. The second elective is called Parenting for Faith, and Parenting for Faith is based on a book that was written, Parenting Children for a Life of Faith. And the presenter there is going to give you skills about, well, how do I teach my children or my grandchildren or children that I interact with? How do I show them and tell them, leading them to a life where they see faith as a wonderful, viable option for choosing in their life? And so this will be, you watch a little bit of a video, there'll be a workbook that you'll go through and interactive ones there. So Karen Hopkins will lead you through that. It's limited to 40 places. So about 20 have signed up. So if you want to get into that, email us and we'll put you in. But you may miss out if you leave it until Sunday. The third one is called Why Christians Believe. It's written or put together by Shining Lights Trust, who do the Hope booklets. So it's New Zealand based, and it looks at a number of reasons why we can have confidence in our Christianity, in the Bible, in the gospel message. And so it looks at some of the challenges that sit to it and how you can answer it. So there'll be video clips to watch, but also then you'll engage in conversations and practice conversations where what you learn might come up, and you'll learn ways, frameworks in which you can have something to answer in that way. The fourth one is called Sharing Your Story. And that's thinking about, well, I have a personal testimony, but how do I share that? What's the setting? What are the people? What are the different ways that I could share my story? What's important and what is helpful in the way that I share it? We know personal testimony is very powerful in moving people, but we want to be able to share it in a way that is helpful for people to hear and know the life-changing difference that Jesus Christ makes. So we'll work through a whole lot of different ways in which you can piece together your story and come out of it with a confident way of being able to share it in a number of settings. So those are our 4 options. There's great options there for you to jump into and choose from. We are excited about the opportunity. We have expectation of what God is going to do by equipping each other and encouraging each other in this space. So come along and be blessed. Let me know if you have any questions, or let the office know, but look forward to seeing you this Sunday and being equipped together. Blessings.